After 2 games, what do you like best about your football team?
Oh, I just think that we've had some adversity in different games, and we've just kept on plugging and keep the faith and just kept playing football and make plays and make things happen.
Hit the road against Slater this week. Give me a key matchup.
I think the key is for us is containing their offense. It's hard to slow them down. They're they scored 63 in week 1 and 32 this past week. They're 0-2, but their offense is extremely explosive. They've got 3 different running backs. They're as fantastic as you'll see at Class 1. They've got some kids with also those kids just have great speed. And you can contain them at the cutback ability of a couple of them. You've got to be outstanding in the open field, and tackling, because you've just got to be a little more, have that presence of mind to make sure we're containing them and not trying to make these great knockout punches, but just contain them and making good tackles.
How important will it be to keep your offense on the field and keep drives going and getting first downs?
Well, I think that goes every week, and sometimes you also, if you can get a lead, you can also try to play the clock down as much as you can every time you make a snap too. So, their offense is pretty explosive, and it would be very handy to make sure you take care of the ball and hold on to it as long as you can.
If you get a lead like that, Earl, will you look to slow the game down?
I'd do that any week.
Okay. Look, give me a generic answer on this, but I know last week that if teams bring 9, 10, 11 guys in the box, you guys really aren't afraid to throw the ball either, are you?
No, not at all. And it's some phase that we've really tried to work on. It's a phase that we've kind of had we were able to do. If you go back to our Scotland game last year, we were able to throw a little bit when we needed to. I could have probably thrown a little bit more than I did last year, but we got in some areas where we might have gotten to a lead, Fred, and just didn't feel comfortable throwing it at that time. So, or you're perceived a certain way if you try to throw a pass or something of that nature. So, but we have some nice capabilities. Ryan Kuhn throws the ball extremely well, and we've got guys that are really worked hard at catching the football, and so we mix that in also with some good play action off that too, passing attack with outside just regular drop back passing has really been very, very beneficial to us.
Off week next week. I'm on vacation, but it's an off week for you. Advantages and disadvantages of having an off week right in the middle of the year?
I guess your disadvantages would be if you're playing well, you don't want to kill any kind of momentum. But I think a lot of that's between the ears. If you're confident, you know what you're doing, you can also use that week to. I'd rather play football, but the way things worked out last year, and it just is, we just have to make a positive out of it. So, it's a chance to maybe heal up a little bit. It's a chance to study your next couple opponents. You have more time to study that a little bit. So, it's about the only way you can look at it. You can see you got another week to look at a Knox. You can split up the first week and take a little bit of Knox and Scotland and put it together, or just give a variety of your next couple teams' offense and just throw it out to you and just recognize it. But it's a chance to maybe get healed up a little bit. But if I was a kid and I work hard, I'd like to play. But that was just 2 years ago. We got this new system in, and we went through 3 different teams, and either they gained a team to their conference, or they decided to go 8-man, and then the school closes down before you get ready to play. It just wasn't going to happen. And then once that first year schedule is set, it's hard to get that game filled this year. But starting in the next couple of years, we've got it all filled up now.
One final question. Do you give them a couple of days off? They've been going at this since August. Will it be good maybe to give them a break?
I don't know how much we have any break necessarily. We might be a little bit of a break as far as we'll just scratch what itches at the time. I mean, if we need to work on stuff, we'll pad it up and go. I think last year a little bit, there was a couple more days we were in shells and got off, full hitting and things of that nature. So we'll just kind of decide when we get there what we need to do. I don't think just going home, and sometimes that's worse than anything. They just go home and lay around, and that doesn't do you any good either.